You ready?
Yes.
Are pets allowed?
Yes.
Can I sleep anywhere?
No. No.
Thinking about renting an RV for your next vacation? This video could save you time, money, and a lot of frustration. I sat down with the rental manager at Giant Recreation World to answer the most common questions renters ask, reveal the biggest mistakes people make before and during their trip, and share insider tips that can make your RV adventure much smoother. Stick around because I'll also take you inside this gorgeous RV and share a 10% discount for your next rental. Before you rent an RV, there are parts and pieces that people don't know about and ends up costing you hundreds of dollars. And we're here today at Giant Recreation World to solve that problem to you. I'm here with Tom, who's the rental manager. And Tom, we're gonna have some coffee today.
Absolutely.
And we're gonna chat about what are the questions most renters ask that you can prepare everyone that is watching to be ready for their first rental, right?
Sounds good.
All right, let's do it. Tom, welcome to Coffee with Celi. Cheers.
Yes.
I messaged Tom earlier today and I asked him, do you drink coffee? He's like, not really, but I'll try your concoction. Because y'all know I make bougie coffee, so we're drinking honey lavender coffee and we're going to have some great conversations about RV rental. So
yes.
Cheers, Tom.
Yes.
Thank you. All right, let's dive right in. What is it that renters come and question you all the time? What is the most puzzling things in the head of a renter that many people might not think about that, but now after this, they're gonna know?
One of the first things that people ask me, can I take the RV out of state?
All right, can
Yes.
we? I only took the RV here. I never,
Yes.
see, not even me thought about
Yes.
asking that.
You could go out of Florida, you could go coast to coast, intercontinental United States, anywhere you could go. You could go all the way up to the Canadian border, down to the Mexican border. Yep.
That's awesome.
Yes.
What else? What else people ask you about the RV rentals?
Is a special license required?
I know for the type of RVs I rented, because I rented the smaller versions, but is it a special type of license required, like for the bigger one like we are in this
Yes.
bus today?
A special license is not required.
Not required.
Not required.
So you can drive any size of RV with just a regular driver's license.
That is correct.
That is
correct.
great to know. So this bus right here, I'm gonna give you a little tour at the end, so stay tuned because this is amazing. How many people can you sleep in this one?
Up to 9.
Up to 9, and the last 9th person, I fell in love with that. So stay tuned, but let's continue.
People ask me all the time, what if the RV gets a flat tire or I have an issue?
That is true. I've been lucky I haven't had
Yes.
that. So what does happen?
Because our RVs are brand new and we keep them in warranty, we have 24/7 roadside assistance through the manufacturer where they'll come out to you and take care of any of that. Plus, you get to leave with my phone number.
Yes, I remember I did that the
Yes,
best times. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So anything I could do to assist as well. Any phone calls I have to make, any resources I have to use.
Awesome. So
You always have access.
We always have a person that we can
Yes.
call to, and it's not a texting system or
Yes.
someone in another country that will be
No.
talking to you. If y'all watch the season that I went to, was it Utah? Yes, Utah. My van broke down and I had to end up I had to download, well, I already have because I talk internationally. It's an app called WhatsApp.
Right.
And my person was in Portugal and they wouldn't respond to the text like after a long period of time. And things were broken inside that camper.
Right,
so
right.
that is why we are doing this partnership, right, Tom?
That is correct.
Because since my
Yes.
first rental with you, everything here I recommend, and I put the name of my channel behind it because it's the best quality of RVs, the best quality of service. And you know, you can have that peace of mind and enjoy your vacation because if anything happens, they'll back you up.
Yes, we will.
Tell me more.
Yeah.
What else do people ask?
Big one. What discounts do you offer?
Yes.
Yes.
Besides my channel discount.
Yes, absolutely. Yep. Definitely mention the channel and right away you're taken care of.
Awesome.
But other than that, military, ex-military, first responders, medical professionals,
And what kind of discount do they get?
5%.
5%. All
Yes.
right. So 5% for all of you. Plus, if you watch the channel, you get a better one because you get 10%. So stick to the end of this video. I'll be giving you the QR code that will take you to the code you need to give Tom to get the 10% off. And make sure you're following the channel.
Well, when people come to rent an RV, they really want to budget their trip.
Yes.
So a big question I get asked is about fuel economy.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're
especially right now.
Oh yeah, prices are high. If you're renting a Class C like you've rented, you're looking around 9 to 10 miles to the gallon.
Okay.
If you're renting a big motorhome that like a bus, like a Class A, like we're in right now, you're more like 7 miles to the gallon.
Okay.
And if you want to get even more in depth, a generator typically consumes about a half a gallon per hour.
That is so good to know. So this way you can run your math. I'm driving this many miles, so you can multiply that. That's an estimate, right? Because it also, are you stuck in traffic? Are you just driving? Are you pressing on the gas? Are you driving slower? So all of those are things that will make a little difference here and there.
Yes.
But that's a great estimate to calculate the mileage of where you're going and coming back. The generator, I didn't know that. So that's good to know if you're like going to use the oven, make pizzas like we do in our episodes. You need the generator on. So plan for all of that so it doesn't become a surprise that you went, oh, I didn't expect to spend this much with gas. I was very surprised of the size of the tank.
Yes.
Because I'm so used with camper vans. The first time we went to fill up gas, I'm like, is there a problem? Is gas leaking somewhere? Because it will never stop. How big are these tanks?
On your Class C's, it's 55 gallons. On a Class A, it's 80 gallons.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And,
okay.
And a big thing that everybody should know, a generator will not run if you get below a quarter of a tank.
Which is really good because then you don't end up stranded somewhere.
Exactly.
And you know what's funny? Tom is telling us that here. And here's how first renters information goes. So be prepared for that. I was not a first renter of motorhomes because of the camper vans, of course. But the first RV rental, we were in Everglades all the way south, away from everything. And we went to turn on the generator. And I was like, why is it not working? Why is it not working? We tried like a couple of times until it hit. We're down in gas. So I'm really glad that that's a feature, because if you forget about that, you don't end up stranded somewhere.
Yes.
Because you used all your gas with your generator.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Tom. Let's go on next question. What else people ask you? I want to know.
Do we have free unlimited miles?
Yes, that's a good one, especially depending where you're planning to travel. So tell us how that works.
The short answer is no, we don't. However, every day you have the RV, there's 85 miles included. That accumulates.
Correct.
Anything over that is 32 cents a mile. And the reason we have charges like that is we're on top of our maintenance. And there's a cost involved.
Correct.
And we just want to make sure everything is tip-top. We have certified technicians here that work on the RVs. And we only use the chassis manufacturer for the servicing of the chassis.
And that's something for the first time I rented with you when we went to Everglades. We drove more than the miles that were allotted. But again, something you need to keep in mind, some days we drove more than 85 miles, and some days we were stopped at camp and we didn't drive, or we drove way less than 85 miles. So you need to remember, you're not paying for what goes over on that day. You're multiplying 85 for how many days you're renting the RV, and that will give you the total of the miles that is included with your rental, correct, Tom?
That is correct.
And then what you go over is that difference that you're going to multiply by the 32 cents?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's the math I did. I calculated how much would be for us to drive down to the Everglades and come back, multiply the days that we had, and I figured out we were going to go over, I think we went over 100 and something miles, and then we multiplied the 32 cents, and that's what we had to pay for the extra driving.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. And we'll be happy to estimate your trip. So if you could tell us your furthest point.
Oh, you help with that calculation as well?
Yeah, we can help calculate that in the computer. Usually we do like the furthest point and then add maybe 50 miles because
give or take,
you pull off exits. Or,
something like that.
If for some reason we calculate more, well, that's okay.
I
guess when you come back, I owe you a few dollars.
So here's some great tips for you to plan financially for your RV trip.
Yes.
What else do people ask you?
Are our prices seasonal? The answer to that is no, because it's always RV season here in Florida.
That is very true.
We are busy year round. It's just a matter, is it festival season, race season?
Correct. What's
marathon
happening
season?
around the
Yes.
state, right?
Yes, there's always something going on over here. So we stay busy year round.
Is there a time of the year that is busier than another? I'll say like spring break or summertime or winter time, because of all the people coming to the winter in Florida that never happens.
Yeah. Summertime, I would say July is the busiest month of summer.
Okay.
But January and February in the winter, Rolex 24, and we also have the Daytona 500.
Yes, so people rent a lot for those events.
A lot of those people are putting in for their rentals a year prior.
Wow.
Yeah.
So let me tag along on this question. For anyone that is watching, what should they plan? Like how much in advance they should be planning this trip? They should be making this reservation. I'm assuming prices are not going to go up because of the event. As you're saying, the prices are not seasonal, correct?
That's correct.
That's amazing. So how much in advance should I be planning just to make sure I get the vehicle I want? Because that's where it's going to get tricky, right?
Right. That is definitely, where it gets a little tricky. So the sooner, the better. As soon as that seed is planted of an event that you want to do or a vacation you want to go on, immediately let us know. Usually within a couple of months is safe.
Okay.
But, when it comes to something like Rolex or the Daytona 500, a year, you actually need like a year.
Wow. Okay. So good to know for those big events and busiest times like July, January, and February.
Right.
You got to be more closer to a year in advance to be able to secure that vehicle.
And another option you have, you could go on our website. I know in the first episode you navigated the website very well.
Yeah, here it is. Let's go over the website. So talk about it.
Yeah, so you could go on our calendar on the model that you're looking at, and you will see the availability of that model.
Awesome. Yeah, because you can look at the specific vehicle, right?
Yes.
Now back here, Tom, tell us a little bit, what is the main difference between the classes? Class C, a Class A?
A Class C has a van nose.
Okay.
And it has an overhang over top of it.
Like the one I rented in the past.
Like the one that you rented. Feels very automotive. Feels a lot like a van. You just have to be mindful of the overhang.
Yes.
The top is a lot higher than you're sitting.
Yes.
You're about 12 feet tall. And then a Class A resembles more like a bus. It has a flat nose. It's wider, it's taller, and definitely takes more patience. And you just got to take your time with it.
Just take a little bit, right? Yeah. I'm interested actually at some point do a rental of a bigger vehicle like this. Number one, I'm curious about driving this for the first time. Like you're saying, you don't need experience. Do people get used to like how long it takes for the renter to get used to the size of bus if you're renting something bigger like this?
I found usually in the first 30 minutes to an hour on the road, people become very fluent.
Okay. Yes. So that doesn't intimidate me as much.
No.
Okay. Again, stick to the end because we're going to take a full tour of this massive bus rental.
If you're not sure if this big Class A is for you, you're welcome to set up an appointment with me and we could go out for a little drive.
And test it out.
Make sure you're going to be comfortable with it. And
that is great that you do that.
We'll even hit a parking lot or two. So
yeah. All right, Tom, do you have any more questions that comes at the top of your head or something that you wrote down? Because we have notes here to make sure we don't forget anything we want to share with you that people are normally questioning about RVs.
Yes. I get a lot of people ask, do we have a minimal rental? And the answer to that is yes. 3-night minimal.
3 night is the minimum. Okay.
Other than that, as long as a big window is available, I've had people rent for a month and more.
Oh, wow. Yes. Do you have different rates for a longer rental or no? It's still the same price?
It's always the same price. However, if somebody is renting for a longer period of time, a lot of times I will give them a discount because I appreciate that they have it for that length of time and I don't have to flip it constantly throughout the month.
Correct.
So
you both sides win.
Yeah, less work for me, more savings for you.
Awesome. Yeah. Okay, so remember to mention this. If you're renting for a longer period of time, you can work some details with Tom and he'll take care of you. What else?
Do we offer one-way trips?
Do you offer one-way trips? I didn't even think about asking that.
Yes. We don't. We do not
Okay.
offer one-way trips. Like we've talked before, we're a family-owned place,
Correct.
and all of our RVs we take care of in-house. So it's important that when they go, that they come back to us so we could keep maintaining them. When you rent an RV from us, you're renting an RV that we maintained, and it's just a better peace of mind for you, more reliability.
And that really tells the difference, because
Yes.
every single time I've rent here, that is, again, that is what created this partnership, because of the quality of the vehicle, of the reliability, and again, the customer service. So very
Yes.
grateful for all of that. This is a question I had written down, because luckily nothing has happened in this times I rent the vehicle
Yes.
with you. But what happened, I'm putting $1,000 deposit, right, for insurance. But what exactly does that cover? Does it only cover a little dent, a little scrape of the paint? Or let's talk minimal and worst case scenario, knock on wood.
Yes.
But what if, the whole RV rolls down the mountain, the whatever you are outside of that RV, but you're watching like, what will happen? Because I cannot imagine like a total loss.
Right.
So what happens in those kinds of scenarios? Because that's what make people really worry about their rental and what will happen to their money and their liability.
Right. So the $1,000 security deposit is exactly what our insurance deductible is. So basically, if the worst case scenario happened and the RV was totaled, the $1,000 security deposit we would collect, and insurance would take care of the rest.
So all me as a renter would be reliable for is the $1,000, even if I completely total your RV.
Yes.
Wow, that is free peace of mind.
Yes.
Because knowing that, the worst case scenario, you will lose your $1,000 deposit, damaging everything. But otherwise, if it's a smaller damage, how does that work?
If you did $200 worth of damage, for example, I would be just giving you $800 back.
Awesome. So you don't keep it's not like any damage, you keep that deposit.
No.
It is according to, it was a dent or an accident, you hit a tree or tree branch, because these vehicles are tall. So basically you would be discounting off that security deposit, the damage fixing cost, and then return the remaining.
Yes.
Awesome. That's great to know. Now it's my turn. Let me dive in some questions that we might have not covered yet that I think will be very helpful for anyone that is renting an RV. Awesome. This is a big one that will hit your pocket. What are some extra fees that people forget about or that they should budget for before they rent? So we talk a little bit about calculating mileage and how to calculate generator hours. We didn't touch a bit in the other fees, like we charge for the extra mileage that we drive. What else that passes a threshold that I'll also incur a charge with this rental?
Right. So basically, very much like you do when you rent, you always bring it back to me the way you got it.
Yes.
Yeah. And if as long as people follow that, you're fine. You bring it back with fuel in it, there won't be any fuel fees or charges.
Correct.
Bring it back clean. And when I say clean, I don't expect it to be detailed. It was lived in.
Yes.
You pick up your trash, that sort of thing, just a quick wipe down. There'll be no cleaning fees.
Okay.
So really you're in control of not getting those extra fees.
Correct.
As long as you follow that, the biggest thing you'll have to worry about is fuel consumption and just expenses that occur when you're driving.
Correct. And since we're talking a little bit earlier on generator hours, can you explain us what's included with the rental?
Generator hours, you get 5 hours per day.
Okay.
Anything over that is $4 an hour. And very much like mileage, that's over the
course of the rental, right? So if I'm renting for 7 days, I multiply 5 by 7, and that's the amount of hours that I can use.
Yes.
And watch the videos I'm going to leave at the end of this interview here, because I go through all the tips on records you should be taking before you rent the RV, how to keep records of those calculations, so you're not surprised by those fees or the hours that you went above the generator and things like that.
Correct.
This one I hear, since I travel with the camper vans, is renting an RV actually worth it. So when does it make sense to rent an RV versus just staying in a hotel, in your point of view, since you run this business with people renting? And who should not rent an RV? Like, who this is not for?
When you rent an RV, there is a level of rolling your sleeves up and doing some work,
Yes.
dumping your sewage, hooking up your hoses, your electricity, stuff like that. If that kind of stuff bothers you, rentals are not for you.
Yeah.
If you're looking for an experience,
Yes.
a rewarding experience, the ability to have your own kitchen, pantry, and cook, and just have a place to call home.
Yeah.
And home is where you park it.
Yes, I love that part about it.
That's when a rental is for you.
Yeah, I love that, because my thing when I first traveled in a camper van, I was fascinated about, I was in Maui in Hawaii, and I'm coming back from this hike, and I passed this beautiful bay, all people doing snorkeling in it. And I'm like, oh, let me pull over, because it was like a
Right.
viewpoint. And one of the fears I wanted to go over in this trip was snorkeling. And I had everything in the van. So I was like, if I find a spot, it's meant to be. And this is a crowded space with like maybe 6 to 8 parking spots. There was one that fit the exact size of the van.
Right.
So I pull over, I change into my swimsuits because your entire closet is with you.
Right.
I got my gear for snorkeling because, again, everything you bring to travel, your paddleboard, your snorkeling, your bike, everything is with you the whole time. So you can be very spontaneous about, for example, pulling over and doing snorkeling. And that's exactly what I did and faced my fears that day.
And before you even leave, you could get your shower,
and
change, and then you could move on with your day.
Coming back from hikes and cooking a meal because I'm starving and hopping in a shower instantly, for me, is the most rewarding thing about traveling in a motorhome.
Yes.
But again, if you're not up to the dumping and all that part of the stuff, which again, people make a big deal out of it. And I'm gonna put a video clip right here on how simple that is. Watch that on what it is to take care of your black and gray tank. That is so much talk about that. It's nothing, you guys. Just make sure you have a pair of gloves. Here we go. Yeah, so that was funny, but now we're back here, and I want to talk to you, Tom, about what are some things that you see first people traveling with RVs. What are some of the common things that they do wrong or that doesn't go as expected?
The two things that I think people, for the first timers, end up, and we really push this. One, don't leave your awning out unattended. The weather changes quickly. I've had people go for a walk, come back, their awning is destroyed, and they've lost their $1,000 security deposit. So people don't like to lose money, and honestly, I don't like to collect that.
Yeah.
That's not profit money. That's for repairs.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
So yeah, just push the button and bring your awning back like you're seeing here.
It's just the push of a button.
Yes. Awesome. That was a great tip.
Oh, and I have something else as well.
What is it?
Tail swing. So you've got distance between the axle and the rear bumper. Sometimes 8 feet, sometimes 12 feet, depending on how big the RV is.
Yes.
Yeah, so when you make a sharp turn, you have quite a pivot point. A lot of times I get people, they rented, everything was successful. They're stopping at the gas station to top off, and they turn sharp, and they hit the little concrete pole that protects the gas pump. From the tail swing. The tail of the RV swings into it.
Yeah, because you forget you have to pull a little further or open wider for your curves and things like that.
Take it slow, take it easy. People don't expect RVs to move quickly.
Yeah.
And you also have a rear observation camera.
So use that,
use
right?
it.
Yes.
Wait till that object appears in that camera before you cut that wheel.
All right, next question here is, what would you do if you're renting for the first time, and anything that you can do to save money?
Okay, so if you're renting and you're going on any kind of long trip, you're going to make stops along the way. If you would like to stop at campgrounds along the way, don't spend the extra money on resort-style campgrounds because you're not going to use the amenities anyway.
Correct.
State parks are much cheaper.
That is very true.
And there's also other places you could stop and get rest. Anything from a Cracker Barrel to a rest stop.
That is very true. That is where, so boondocking, right?
Yes.
We call that when you're not in a proper campsite. And I always had the impression with an RV, you kind of cannot boondock, but yes, you can. It's just different options than you would have with a camper van. Because in a camper van, depending on the type, you can be more stealth.
Right.
That we call, like, you don't recognize that as a motorhome. With an RV, you look at it, you know it's a motorhome.
Right.
But Cracker Barrels are welcoming to all RVers.
Yes.
Rest stops, you can legally park on those.
Yes.
And you can always ask, like, the store manager. You can talk to the Cracker Barrel store manager to confirm.
Absolutely.
And of course, if you see signs, if we're telling you can do those two spots, but you go and there's a sign, no overnight parking, respect the sign, because something went in that city or in that location and they had to put that up. But the main recommendation I do, if you're doing that, is have a plan B, always. Because if you get to that location, you were sure you could spend the night, and for some reason, the parking lot is in construction, you find that sign, or there is a fight with police in the location. I don't know, I'm making things up here. But you have to have a plan B, or even if you don't feel settled in that location, you for some reason don't feel safe, I always tell people, move to your plan B. So having that plan B location is key, so you don't end up now spending the night awake because you don't know where to go, and you now need to do the research, and you now have to drive this many miles far away.
Yeah, before you even leave, check your routes.
Yeah.
See the best way to drive it. Make an itinerary.
Yeah.
You always have a plan. Worst case, it doesn't go as planned. You always have something to laugh about. But...
Exactly. Yeah. All right, Tom, I think we covered pretty much everything that people need to know before their rental. But if you have any questions, please make sure you drop in the comments below right here. And if I cannot answer, I'll sure reach out to Tom because I have his number and we'll get some answers back to you. So this is a clean way of communication. Make sure you let us know if you have any questions. But now is the confession moment.
Uh-oh. I didn't sign up for this.
The confession moment is, what is the one thing you would wish your customers would know or would do before they come and rent an RV?
When a customer comes in because they've booked an RV, I wish they would actually show up. If you booked it, show up, and any of your additional drivers needs to be present as well.
Oh, yes.
It's very important. I need to get a copy of their driver's license. Make sure everything is valid. I need to, age is important. I have to look at the license, make sure you're at least 25 years old.
Oh, yeah, because to rent an RV is 25. It's not the age to drive or anything like that. 25 years old is the youngest you can rent an RV. And I think that goes pretty much for any car rental around the States. Because I remember when I was younger than 25 and I went to California to pick up my rental. And it was an oops moment.
Yes. But just everybody involved needs to be present.
Okay.
And it's not only for us, it's good for you as well, because the more people that are with you in your group that listen to the presentation, the more successful you're going to be when you're camping.
Correct, because then you know how to work things in the RV. They give you a full, complete tour and walkthrough on how to work anything in the RV and answer any questions that you have. I've been asking multiple questions to Tom. And go through this playlist again that I'm going to leave in the end of the video, because we go through all that tour and details and troubleshooting, things you won't even imagine. So you'll be very well prepared for your first RV trip. And now is the moment that we all wait for. It is the fast round. Are you ready? We're going to do a fast lane. I have 3 rules for this.
Okay.
Okay. First rule, no thinking.
I'm good at that.
Second rule, so I'll make it easier for you. Second rule, first answer, stick to it. I just want your instant reaction to these questions. They're pretty easy and simple. And if you hesitate, you're going to lose the prize you're going to get at the end.
Uh-oh.
I'm not going to disclaim, but it's a prize a lot of people want in this channel specifically. So you ready?
Let's go.
Roll the clock. Fast lane, here we go. Cheapest RV option.
Camping chair.
Camping chair.
Yes.
How much is a camping chair?
$15.
Okay, you can get a camping chair for $15. Number 2, what is the best RV for beginners to drive?
Leprechaun 230 FS.
All right, that's too technical for me. What is a leprechaun? I cannot even repeat that.
That is exactly the RV you rented.
Okay.
It's not the smallest one. It is one up.
Oh, that's not the smallest one?
No, there is one smaller.
Okay.
But it's only a foot shorter. The thing is, the 230 FS, it's small, it's compact, the drivability is amazing. And because it has a slide room, there's a lot of space when you're stationary.
Yeah, so you get both. You
Yes.
get the smaller, easier to drive park,
Right.
but also the space you need on the inside. Love that. All right, next one. Do I need driving experience for any rental? And I'm not talking car driving experience. Do I have to, for example, if I want to rent a bus like this, do you require a bigger vehicle driving experience to be able to rent a bigger RV?
No, just be confident. And if you have any doubts, talk to us about it. And like I said, we could take you out, make an appointment. We could go for a little drive.
That is so cool that you offer that.
Whatever
So
it
if
takes.
you're local, this is an amazing opportunity. If you want to come with your family, everyone is visiting for the holiday. You want to come here, talk to Tom. Before the family arrive, make sure you can drive this and take everyone on a beautiful vacay in a bus like this. All right, next one, Tom. You ready?
Yes.
Are pets allowed?
Yes.
Can I sleep anywhere?
No. No.
Unless it's a campground or some place that we know you can stop, right?
Yeah.
Not
as far as the pets though, there is a $25 per night pet fee.
Okay, per night, $25.
Yes.
Ding, covered. All right, Tom, next one. Ready?
Yes.
Best Florida RV destination.
Anything water.
Yes.
Anything water.
Yes.
I love boating.
Okay, interesting. I
yes,
didn't know that about you.
Yes.
I thought you would take these RVs on your days off all the time.
Yeah, no. Boating is kind of my thing. It's kind of our thing, my wife and I. Matter of fact, she works at a marina.
So you have best of both worlds. You have RVs and boats.
Yes.
What does she do in the marina? Now I'm curious. What does she do in the marina?
She just runs operations. She's over service, parts, and just general operations of the marina. Yep. It's Boat Tree Marina.
What's the name?
Boat Tree Marina in Sanford, Florida. Yeah, so Boat Tree Marina has boat rentals, parts service, sales.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Dad, I'm going to take you there. We're going to go fishing. Okay, now we have another deal on the books here.
Yes.
I love this. So what is your favorite destination in the water? Do you have a favorite place to go here in Florida with the boat?
I like to visit the springs. Not far from the marina is Blue Springs.
Yes.
And you can usually catch some manatees and
nice.
not catch them.
You know, but like see them. Yeah, see them. We don't want to catch manatees here in Florida. Not even touch them.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, next question then is one thing you always forget when you travel.
Toothbrush.
And what do you do? Oh my God.
Or run to Walgreens.
Tom, you definitely earned your sticker, so here you go.
Thank you.
And that's the prize for our fast lane. And now a last thing I'm gonna ask you is, do you have a question for our next guest in this interview?
Give us a crazy or fun experience or funny experience that you've had out camping or in the outdoors.
Well, and since you are our first guest, I'm gonna make you answer your own question. Go ahead.
Yes. I don't camp a lot because I'm usually here when camping is popular, getting RVs out, stuff like that.
You are working at that time.
The thing I like to do is when I like to enjoy the outdoors is to go boating with my wife. There was a time we didn't check the fuel.
Oh no.
And we ran out of fuel in the middle of the St. John's.
What do you do in a situation? Because a car, you know, someone comes with a little gallon of fuel. Did another boat came with a gallon of fuel for you? How does that go?
No. We dropped an anchor so we wouldn't just drift off. And we had a call for towing. Just like there's
a boat towing that comes for you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So Sea-Tow is the towing company. They had to come tow us to a fuel pump so that we could top off.
No way.
Yeah.
So they just pull the bolt
Yes,
to a
yes,
next
yes,
like C
yes.
pump, you put gas in there and then you're good to
Yes.
go.
So in the meantime, we wanted to make the best of it. So
Yeah.
we put some music on, danced a little bit, and
Yeah, Tom.
until the boat came to save us.
That's what I'm talking
Yes.
about. This
Yeah.
is how you make not even lemonade out of lemons. You make
Yeah.
margaritas out of lemons. That's what I like to say. And at this point, if you made this far to this video, comment Road Runner before so we know you are an adventurer here in the channel. Tom, thank you so much for your time, for the coffee, for the conversations. So we're pretty much out of coffee, out of questions, out of sticker. So the last thing I want to ask you before we let everyone go, if you could give us one advice for someone who is still scared about taking the leap and doing a trip like this, what is it with your experience in this realm that you have to tell this person?
Yeah. Just give us a call. Tell us what you're looking for in an experience. If you absolutely don't feel good about driving it and you're going to be doing something, say in Daytona or at one of the local campgrounds, let us know. We'll work something out where we could even deliver it to you.
And just enjoy your time. This is literally not about the destination, the journey.
That's
you
right.
literally can, this is the experience of the journey, and all the impromptu things that will happen, may them be good or may them be bad, but they will make a story of a lifetime. And we really hope that we're able to help you have that for your story. Thank you, Tom, so much. Always a pleasure working with you. Can't wait for our next rental someday or our next adventure together. Bye, adventures! And heck yeah, this one passed the sardine tin test. Oh my, I can stretch. I can play stretching in the shower. This is amazing. There's a full slide here that pushes this bedroom out. And then up in the front, this entire thing is a slide, including where the bunk bed is. So this whole wall retracts up in here. But this creates a very ample living room, dining room, kitchen, TV room. This is absolutely insane. This is beautiful. And this is one of the rentals you can get for your vacations. But this is what completely blew my mind, especially in the process of building my camper van. I dream of building this elevator bed that will come from the top, but all the available systems to do that are mostly electronic, and it takes forever for the bed to come down and to go up. But also, if you are low on battery or out of battery, I cannot get my bed up and down. This solves everything. Look at this. And wait, it goes up just as easy as it came down. Thank you, Tom and Giant Recreation World, for giving me the best idea to try to replicate in my camper van. I'm gonna be doing tons of research. Next season, you can't wait for what is to come. We're gonna dive into van build research. So if you're interested about building yours, stay tuned. Make sure you follow the channel because I'm gonna share all my research and why I'm deciding on different vehicles, on different parts, on certain layouts. But most importantly, if you're here because of the travel and the inspiration, you're not losing any of that. I'm gonna still be recommending places that you're able to rent and have fun and go try this lifestyle, as well as inspiring you with trips around, either with my cargo van unbuilt yet, or renting some RVs to go to other places while the build is in place. So thank you so much for staying with us in this season. I hope you enjoyed, and I can't wait to see what comes next season in the build.
Thank you for sticking to the end. I'm leaving on the screen the playlist. You can find all these RV tours in the season, plus the QR code for you to get your Florida RV rental discount. And stay tuned for next Sunday, the movie recap of the season, visiting the biggest Vanlife festival in the country. I'll see you there, AdVANturers.